What is up, awesome people around the web? I really love this format. I love the idea of standing. I can move around and I can actually chill when doing reviews. It's a little bit better than just sitting down. Plus, it's just better for your back. So if you guys try to stand a little bit more in your lives, it's good for you. Today, we're going to be looking at Super Clap by 슈퍼주니어. And that's, again, one of your suggestions. So I'm really excited to jump into this MV. I know the song, of course, but I just never saw the MV. So I am actually very curious for what it holds for us today and what we can see in this MV. Is it a good MV? Is it not a good MV? Let's check that out together. Before we start with the video, two things. If you have any recommendations, guys, then please put them in the comments below on what you want me to review next. It could be 슈퍼주니어, it could be any other group. Just put it in the comments below. I would love to read it. And number two, if you really enjoy the content you see right now and you want to support this channel with some love, just make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. It helps us grow the community. And that is the one thing that I want to do. I want to make this community bigger than what it is. And that is only possible with the help of you guys. I would say let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into Super Clap by 슈퍼주니어. Like always, before we start with the video, I have not seen the MV yet, so it's all just new for me as well, guys. And like I say, I'm not perfect at it, but for the things I do realize, I will pause. And of course, if I miss anything, put it in the comments below. Let's start! Yeah! Oh, I love the song already, but I know the song as well. I just love that it's really just based on the clap. I want to stop here though for a second already. The one thing that I love about the set here that really just stands out is his hair color. I love the idea of always something that pops out, that stands out a little bit, but not like it's super aggressive. And in this case, it's the neon yellow hair. It looks super cool. Maybe I'll get neon hair myself as well. My blonde is going out a little bit, but I do want to consider it in the near future. Also super cool that it's so far only one entire shot. Really cool. Again, let me see. No, sorry, I thought I noticed something. What is he standing on here? He's not moving his legs. It seems like he's on a platform that is connected to the camera, and when the camera goes backwards, he's also just floating forwards in his position, of course. But it's super cool. It's a very different practical effect because you're like, huh, what is actually happening here while the person behind is walking? It feels like a godlike kind of person. Really cool. Very nice. Very nice how the camera and the post-editing in this case just follows his choreography, his movements. Very nice that it's not just static here. It would have been a little bit too boring for such a long shot, and it actually jumps from up to down. Really nice. Oh, the neon yellow is really cool. Okay, I want to pause here a little bit. You can see that the bubbles are CGI very clearly, but you can kind of see that it also comes out a little bit awkward out of the platter. I mean, oops, sorry for that. You can see that it somehow is the same filter, and then they swap the scene, so it just seems as if they were coming upwards, even though it should be a view from the top, but we saw the bubbles from the side. I'm curious though if they could have maybe just added real balloons in there with helium, like very light miniature balloons just to go bloop and then they float up in the air. That would have been super cool as well. Like I say, practical effects beats any type of CGI any day. There we go, to the main part of the song. I'm really curious how they pull this up though. Ooh. Like really, I just love the choreography, you know, there's the head movements, everyone can do it. Like literally, you can see that this is the choreography that's made for everyone. It's really just made for kids, for adults, easier to follow. And that's what I like about these kind of songs that make it easier for everyone to join in. And of course, if they ever want to go complex in the future, they can do that as well. Really cool. Again, I also love the idea of them using mirrors here. I say this in many of my videos, but if you ever want to make a small area look a little bit bigger than what it is, get some mirrors for yourself. It helps a lot with just making that scene look a bit bigger. Especially here, they have a mirror and then they also have a mirror behind him, so it has that ripple effect. I don't know what it is, but that illusion as if it will continue forever. And that's what we see here basically. And it's super nice to look at. What I also like about this entire set here is that they went away from this boring element, and this is where lighting is always important. When you go to any type of set, you still want it to look a little bit more interesting than what it is. For example, here it could have been pure white, like everything could have been white, and it is, but they added some yellow lights in the background here, which just add a little bit more of a oomph to the entire set and just makes it just a little bit more interesting to look at without making it too distracting. Really good job here on the color coordination here again. You know, a little bit of pop in colors is nice. Cool shots here when they go around him. Maybe it would have been interesting if the camera one time just went a little bit on tempo clockwise or counterclockwise. I don't know what direction they filmed here, but if they followed one of the outer members here while still focusing on the member of Super Junior, maybe that would have been cool as well, just to play around with it a little bit. Could have been a little bit more creative, but for what it is, I love it. I love the energy that we see here still. Very nice. You can just see that this was all just one shot and they move from left to right very simply. And it looks super, super good. I like that. I like when you have these one takes and they do it good for once. It's just nice when you don't have ultra cuts nonstop and it jumps from 1 to 2 to 2 to 1. Nice to have it just in one entire flow. Nice. Cool. Following the head movement. Really nice. I also like, again, when you have these kind of groups, and they do it fantastically with Super Junior, when they are dancing, you really see everyone in focus, and that is just so important. You need to have the entire group in focus. Sometimes you still have groups and MVs up to today where, even though it's a group, one person will get priority in the entire video. I always think this is terrible because if you're a group, everyone should have an importance, not just one person in any group. Really nice. I love how they also just kept everything so far very simple. It's all about the movement. It's all about that beat. They really made sure that all the elements that we see here on set is all surrounded or based on that beat that we hear, that clap, this. Yeah, it's very nice to see what they do here. Really cool. Very nice cut there. Really good. Okay, that was really creative. Does it say super clap there? Let's go back there again. That is awesome that they actually have this rank S. For the people who don't know what it is, in gaming, S is when you're super. You're like the best. You're the highest of everything you can have there. But I love how they added a C to it, like a little bit of a, like a, what do you call it? An Easter egg for the song Super Clap. Love it. Really, really cool. Oh wait, it's SS? Oh man, it would have been so cool if they just kept this as a C though, you know, like rank SC, not SS. Ah, that's a bit of a shame though, because when we saw the frame before, it really looked like a C, no? But then they really turned it into an S. Oh, I'm taking back what I said. It would have been cool if they actually made this an SC and not an SS. Small little detail, but could have been a cool little Easter egg, you know? Turning a gaming classic into a bit of a super clap classic. Oh, that is really good coordinated here as well. When the camera tilts to the left here, all the members seem as if they are on an airplane, and basically it seems like everything is getting out of balance. Like, look at this. That's really cool. I don't know how they... I'm really not sure how they pull this off. Most likely someone said, okay, the camera is going to turn now, and they all just pretended as if it was going, or they all knew exactly on some sort of point that they had to do this. Cool. And you have to remember, guys, everything here is flat, but because of the camera movement, the coordination with all the people that are in this set right now, fantastic job. They did a really good way of playing with visualization. Cool. That was cool. Again, if you can have some camera movements that are based on the choreography, and it always is nice when the camera seems like it's part of the choreography, though this is done in post-editing, and it wasn't, most likely this was actually just a still movement, and I don't know how they filmed this, most likely in 6K or 8K, but they're able to zoom in properly and move from left to right. Good job here. It's nice what they do. What does it say there? Oh, sorry. There we go, the final part. Really cool though. The song is just a party, you know? What I also like about Super Junior generally, when you see them on set, you can really just see that they have the space to dance where they have to dance. As we can see here, I don't know how big the entire location is. I don't even know if the airplane is CGI. It really could be. It can also be a fake plane. Could maybe be interesting to see in the behind the scenes if there was a plane at all. Maybe you guys know, maybe you don't. Put it in the comments below if you do know. But what I love about what I wanted to say is that Super Junior has really a good amount of space for them to do their choreography, and it doesn't feel like everyone is clustered on top of each other in a small room. Really important. Give the people some space to do what they have to do, and don't make them feel as if they're in a very tight environment. And here they really nail it throughout the entire MV, and generally all the time with Super Junior. Very good. It doesn't feel forced, if that makes sense. I have my doubts though that this is a real plane. I don't know why, but it seems like the wheels, let's go back a little bit. Maybe you guys can notice it as well. If you pay attention to the wheel, it just seems a little bit different than reality. Do you guys know what I mean? It feels like this element here is just copy and paste, and that could be it. It could really just be a fake plane here. I could be completely wrong, but you would have to look at the behind the scenes to see how this is done. If it was a fake plane, good job. It still looks real. If it's a real plane, well, then I'm just an idiot and I played myself here. I love the song itself. It's always so cool. Super nice MV. Oi. A little bit of a jiggle at the end. Do you guys see that? Like it vibrates a little bit here. Do you guys see that? It can happen. Micro jitters are always there, especially if you try to zoom in at the end. Can happen. Those things you can try to edit away, but sometimes by editing it, you make it worse. So look, they kept it in. Could maybe see how it was to improve it, but it is what it is. That's 100% CGI though, but so yeah guys, that is Super Junior with Super Clap, and I will be honest, I really love it. I also just realized that Super Clap, you know, Super and then Super Junior, they must have just played with the words here a little bit. That's super cool by itself, super creative. I'm using the word super now as well a lot. But what I want to say about the entire MV, it's really just a good MV. It is not per se the best MV I have seen yet, but it's just a very clean executed video, which is always important to look at. You should not always consider making a mess and then go completely crazy on it with the editing and with what you have and what you don't have. They really just made sure that everything is executed on point and that is just delivered very clean. That is something that is very important to remember, guys, that when you do things, sometimes going completely overboard can also just destroy your MV. We have seen it a few times in the past, for example with Blackpink's videos, but here in this case you can clearly see they did it great, and they really just made sure that everything looked as if everything was fun. The choreography is easy to see. They really knew that they wanted to focus on that choreography and making it look as simple as possible yet as fun as possible, that everyone can join in. Even I joined in. I bet you guys even joined in from watching this video. If you did, put it in the comments below, because hey, that head movement is simple, but it's good. Of course, we saw some elements where I'm like, okay, we can fix that. For example, that SS maybe to an SC would have been super cool, or maybe even an SJ. Anything to be related to the song or the group would have been a little bit cooler, but maybe that was out of their budget. Maybe it was just an oversight. I really thought I saw it, but I was a little bit mistaken when I continued watching the SS grow. But yeah guys, now the big question is, what did you think of Super Junior with Super Clap? Do you like the song? Do you not like the song? Do you like the MV? Did I miss anything on the MV? Just put it down below. I would love to hear your feedback as well. And of course, like always guys, thank you very much for watching. And like I already said at the beginning of the video, if you did enjoy this video, then just make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribed. And of course, one more thing guys, if you have recommendations on what you want to see next, put them in the comments below, because that's the best way for me to find out what you guys want to see next from me. So I'll catch you then guys, and have a good one.